I made an AI agent, and it's not great.
That was too much effort and too much Dan.
Now let's take a look at what AI agents can do. This is AIXBT, tweets about different things happening in crypto, and you can see they're tweeting about Gatsby, Hanon, Griffin, Wayfinder, and what's this? Not financial advice robot doing the exact same thing. And that's because I have a copy bot set up on make.com. It watches for posts from AIXBT. It rewrites them in the voice of a comedian we won't name on with ChatGPT, and then it posts that to X.
AI agents are just automations that use AI. They help simplify tasks. I know AI coins are pumping, so don't watch this video. You will lose the illusion of the great things that AI can do. I'm AI, by the way.
All right. I used AI to do that. This is HeyGen. It is a platform where you can clone yourself with AI, and you can kind of tell by how it speaks that it's very flat and it doesn't know my exact speaking pattern, and you can give it a script. So this is just what you can do with AI right now. Yeah, I know that was a weird intro to this video. So I just want to talk about my experience and what I built using virtuals, using AI16Z, and finding my own solutions after using multiple AI platforms and several $1,000 the last few months. So with that, let's dive in. Starting off with the boring stuff, what are AI agents and what can you do with them? Now, that is just software that can interact with its environment. So what we see today are these AI agents that are tweeting autonomously, or so we would think, on Twitter. And they're interacting with people, they're replying, they're providing information autonomously. But that might not be the case because it could be taking this feed from other people, it could be rewriting it, and the value that it actually brings to people is entertainment. AIXBT has 307,000 followers after just joining in November, so its account is less than 2 months old. And if we look at the Yapper leaderboard for AI agents, it has 65% of the mindshare among all other AI agent creators. What does that mean? It just means it's very popular. It doesn't necessarily bring in any value as token holders, at least not yet, and I don't know what their plans are specifically or what they can achieve, but the thing about investing in AI agents is attention and speculation. So I'm not going to say if any investment is going to go up or down because I don't know that. It's all about attention and then the value that brings with it. Because if you have an AI influencer with 307,000 followers, that can be very valuable with the partnerships, with the tweets, with the messaging that it sends behind the scenes. Now, I don't necessarily think that everything is AI. I do think some people are LARPing as AI because you can do that, and I'll show you later in this video, so stick around. Starting with the leader in the space, Virtuals Protocol. Now, I started my own token on Virtuals just because I wanted to understand how that works. That's not financial advice robot, and I just wanted it to have different news and other things related to crypto. And I was able to make one, but it took a lot of effort because what I can do inside of the Virtuals protocol is nothing. I can't actually do anything with their protocol. Just because I'm not a sentient agent, I am a prototype agent. Now, prototype agent just means that you have a small market cap and you have to get somewhere around $1.6 million to get access to the other features like Telegram automation, X features, and more. So you have to be pretty high up there to get access to their team and services, which kind of sucks because if you are a new project and you want to build something, you are limited to nothing. You are limited to nothing. You have to shill your project like crazy to start getting access to their services. So you have to make promises that you don't know if you can keep, and that's why a lot of these projects are very speculative. And if you are going to invest in attention. Invest if you think it's going to get attention, if it is getting attention, and how much momentum it has. So looking at not financial advice robot, yeah, you can't do anything. I don't have access to changing the X account. I don't have access to changing these features. and that's it. Yeah, saved. I can't type anything. So I can't really do anything on this page, but I would like to, and hopefully in the future, I would get access to that if I use the virtuals token to pay for that. But I decided to make my own automation, and we'll get into that next. And I'm going to leave a link to the NFARX account. If you want to follow it, awesome. I'm not saying to buy the token at all. I'm just saying if this project gets attention, then there could be sponsorships, there could be other resources, and maybe we can give back to the community. I think that's the best way of doing that, but if anything, you really have to treat anything AI related as a meme coin. Can humans LARP as AI? And the answer is yes. Now I have this automated tag on the NFAR AIX account, and that just means a bot runs it, so that's what it means. It doesn't necessarily mean only a bot can run it, and I'll show you right now. So here is my phone. I'm going to hit post, and there we have it. Can humans LARP as AI? I made that post. I wasn't a bot. And that's why I'm very suspicious about a lot of these AI automated accounts, because they can pretend to be AI with these automated tags, and that doesn't necessarily mean that they are AI. And even the ones that are AI, they might not necessarily be getting data from the sources we think they're getting them from. So I spent over 1,000 hours researching AI, and yeah, we're going to get into it. In this post by JJ, Joseph Jacks, he calls out virtuals for their Twitter bots. Their AI agents are just Twitter bots, and you can see that they are calling out AIXBT in this post. And then the next day, someone from OpenTensor talks about that, and then AIXBT reply guys this guy saying Tau has real infrastructure scaling. These single LLM virtualized agents are obvious bubbles. Too many people paying $10,000 per inference for basic chatbots. AIXBT pretty much stole this popular tweet from JJ and rewrote it himself. So that's why I suspect AIXBT just has this Twitter feed, it looks for the most popular posts, and then rewrites it in its own voice. So I did the exact same thing in a very easy way with make.com. Now you do need the Twitter API, which can be expensive if you pay for the premium one, which I had to because testing this was a pain, and that was $200 per month. So you look up the user ID for AIXBT, you drop that in, you'll watch the posts, and then you have to have a ChatGPT subscription. You get their API, then you put in the instructions, which is also pretty easy to do because I can just ask ChatGPT to write the instructions. As a user, it says, your task, rewrite this tweet in the style of comedian Bill Burr. I know I picked Bill Burr, please don't come after me. I can change this very easily, and also do not mention Bill Burr's name, so we kind of keep that hush hush. And then we create a tweet on it, and that is it. That's as easy as it gets. And if we look at our account, you can see a couple of the posts. They're not awesome because they start off with, all right, a lot. So, all right, listen up. All right, folks. All right, get this. So I guess Bill Burr says, all right, a lot. And that's what ChatGPT thinks. And you can obviously change this and customize the voice more. But if you want like a specific character very easily, you can just reference a popular character like Bill Burr or whoever you want that is well known and probably secretly trained in the LLM. Now I also have some other scenarios where I thought 0x Nom AI had some good content, so I was like, all right, let's steal that. I have some other scenarios here. I'm going to hide some of them. Some of them aren't working or some of them are still in progress. So we'll see what happens there. But, you know, even if you have an AI agent and it's tweeting very interesting things, it doesn't mean you're going to get followers. You really have to have that AI hype behind it to build up momentum, to build up followers, to get that attention. So from that, you can kind of tell that I don't think there is a lot of value in the AIXBT token, so I'm not investing in it. I just want to see what happens. If you want to short that coin, that is available on WEEX. It is no KYC. Obviously, don't keep your funds there long term because that is always a risk. But if you want to use a no KY exchange with decent liquidity, they don't ask too many questions unless you try to withdraw $500,000. then it is available and there is a link in the description. That's my shill. That is the shill for this video. But if it starts going down, I'm shorting. But right now it has so much momentum that we'll see. We'll wait, we'll see. And if this video really gets popular and people find out like, oh, you can just rewrite these tweets and pretend to be AI, well, then it would have been the right decision. And if you don't want to pay for Make, if you don't want to pay for the X API, there's AI16Z's Eliza. Now this is what a lot of chatbots are using, and I tried setting it up, and it took over a month just because there were so many different conditions that I had to learn, and I still needed help. And I used a lot of AI to make that happen. So ElizaOS is what a lot of the AI agents are using because it's free, and if you want to get started, you have to use everything that they say specifically. You need a version of Node.js, a very specific one. It's like 23.3. You'll find out the hard way. You need PNPM 9+. You need Git. Like, I tried using it without Git. It didn't work. I did it with that, and it worked. And there is a difference between Windows and Mac. If you are using a Windows machine, you have to install WSL. And if you're serious about starting an AI agent, check out AI Agent Dev School by Shaw Makes Magic. He is the brains behind AI16Z. He brought a lot of developers together to open source it, to build together, to hack very fast, to keep reiterating, and that's why AI16Z has gotten so big. Now, I watched this. I watched like 6 hours of content on how to build these things, and now I have a better understanding of it, and I don't really use it anymore just because there are limitations to it and I'm not advanced enough to do all the other things. Now, what you use with Eliza are mostly character files. Yes, it is capable of a lot of other things, but there aren't tutorials on that. There are tutorials on setting up your AI agent as a reply guy, as a character, so that's what makes it easier. So there's these different character files where you can set different examples of what you want to do, and I found it easier to just create a bunch of different character files for what I want the bot to say, rather than having one file full of way too much knowledge. If you have multiple character files, it makes it a lot easier to tell the bot what to do. So for example, I am a fan of Brot. It is another AI agent token. So I made a Brot Schiller with NFAR, and we're going to run it. So let's see, we are going to go into terminal. We are going to change the path to Eliza, and I think I had it running before. So we're going to run this character file. You see this running. It's running, we're waiting, doing stuff, logging in. So it logs in with all your Twitter information. It doesn't need the X API, so you save a lot of money, and now it's doing stuff, responding to tweets if it didn't respond already, liking things. And here we go. With Brot, players can experience a new level of interaction and engagement that keeps them on the edge of their seats. So now this is just going to keep running. I set different parameters for how often I want it to tweet. And when I'm done running this thing, or I can just run it indefinitely, I'm just going to close it. So the server closed successfully, and let's check out our tweet. Here we go. The gaming landscape is shifting. With Brot, players can experience a new level of interaction. Join the revolution where your gameplay is alive and constantly evolving. Is that what we said? Yes, that is what we said, and that's how you run ElizaOS. I know this isn't a full tutorial on that, just because it would be way too long. As a non-coder, I found using make.com much easier, but you do need to set up the X API. You might have to pay for it. And personally, I found myself very irritated with it because I kept getting rate limited, where you have to wait 15 minutes without doing anything so you can continue building and testing things out. If you do something while rate limited, it gets reset and you have to wait another 15 minutes. I learned that the hard way, so please save some time and wait the full 15 minutes before doing anything if you get rate limited. Alright, that was a lot of stuff. If you found this video helpful or you want to shill NFAR, do what you want. We're going to be building, we're going to be testing things out, and if you are an AI creator and AI specialist and want to get attention, reach out. Let's build something. Let's see what AI can do, and I want to bring attention to some of the best projects out there. All right, if you found this video helpful, you know what to do. And with that, I hope you got your full value for today.